Hello guys, you are watching DroidCrunch and I am Lokesh Kapoor, and in today's video I will tell you how you can create a nice form using Elementor Pro and dynamic content for Elementor plugin. And in this video I will show you how you can make your form conditional, make it multi-step and use some icons and all this. So just watch this video till the end and you will surely get to know a lot of things about the form. So let's start this video, but before we start let me show you what are the features of this plugin, because you cannot download this plugin from the repository itself. So you can go to the website, it is called dynamic.oo, and you can download this plugin, though it is a paid plugin, but I'm sure that there are a lot of features that will make this plugin worth of it. So you can download this plugin because it's a plugin that may come in handy in not only in the forms but also for SVGs, animated text. There are tons of great features that I cannot cover in this video, so I'm only covering form features. So you can download this plugin. So I will leave a link in the description from where you can download this plugin. So let's start this video as of now. So here I have a page already created, that's in draft. So let me edit this for you. So here I have my page. Let me make this layout Elementor full width. So here's the form. So don't worry, these stylings are coming from my theme defaults I have already created inside settings. So it's from here, and there is radius, all that, button colors. So let me quickly jump to things. There is the dynamic content for Elementor feature that is shown here, showing front end or hiding front end. So here I want to hide the labels, so I will hide it. Now simply I want to show the icons here, so I will just head over to this label and will quickly jump to this section that says something like magical stick. So here I can define maximum length and minimum length, and I can enable address autocomplete, and this is like a map API, it works. So I will have to just enable that feature as well to make this happen or to make it work. So here I can show icons, labels, and in the field itself. So I am not using labels, so I will use it here in the input itself. So I will use in the name a user, right? So I click it and here you can see it. Now here I have the same for email. I can use it in description and icon. So this is for email, I will use envelope, right? And here it is. I do not use any icon in the message field, text field, so I will leave it. So I just assume that you already know about the styling of the form, so I will not cover this in this video because it's very easy. You just have to go to field, background color, and all the radius, width, border, all that. You can just change it yourself and you just have to play around. So here we have more features. In the conditions I just can define when to show and when not to show, or when to show and when to hide. So I want to hide the email first, right? I will show if or hide if. I will hide if. Hide till when the name field, okay, it is not showing me the field itself. Let me check this once. Okay, when it doesn't show you, what you can do, you can just save the draft and reload the complete page itself. So the page is reloaded and I can show you. So now the fields will pop up. So whenever this problem comes that the fields are not showing, you can just save the draft or publish the page, and you can just reload and it will show some REST API or maybe JSON then load. So here you can make sure that text field is not empty. Okay, so I want to hide when text field is empty. Good. So whenever the text field will be empty in the name, the email field will not be shown to the user who is filling the form. Good. So the same I want to do with the message field. I want to hide if the email field is equal to or empty. You can also use these fields if you are sure what you have to do with this, but for the sake of this video, just to show you how it works, I using this empty or not empty thing. Good to go. So I just show you here. So now you can see that in my form only name field is shown. Now I want to use Lokesh. Here click and email field will pop up. Now I use test, test. Good. So this is how the conditional fields will work. Now I want to make it a step form, so I have to do nothing, just add a label here, make it a step. And here it is. So it's good to go. So I want to stitch this section. Maybe I will use subject. So I will drag this to here. I don't want to make any dependency out of that to it, so I will not make it conditional. I will show it always. But do I want to make a subject field above it? Good to go. And I will use subject. And the field ID I want to use subject. And the label I will use subject. Good to go. Now subject field will be shown all the time whenever the person clicks next, but the message field will pop up when the subject field is not empty, right? So I will hide if the subject field is empty, right? I will hide when the subject field is empty. So here is a step form. Let me see if it's working. So cool. I use Lokesh, name field pop-ups, use test. Cool. Click next. Subject, dynamic form, next form. What are the messages? Next send. So this is how you can create a nice step form and using the icons and make it dynamic. So this is all for this video, and I will be making more videos on this. So just subscribe to this channel and make sure to hit the bell icon so you get notified whenever I upload a new video. So till then, bye bye, take care.